Solitude. _31_. Unedited. There is a certain kind of broken that only God can fix. The pain was unbearable, it hit me all at once like a floodgate. As I drove to my place I couldn't stop thinking of why August would do that to me. We were getting along just fine and all of a sudden he had to turn his back. I was trying so hard to make sense out of everything but it just couldn't add up. Surprisingly my tears were not falling, it's like they were stored up somewhere and were waiting to explode, but today wasn't the day. I went home to look for my Cheleshi's diary. She gave it to me a few days before she died and I was trying to check if maybe there was a number of a lawyer or anyone I could call and ask about the implications of what Chanda had done. The firm was in my name and I knew if she had to sell I would need to give consent, but I didn't have much knowledge on all this and I needed to ask someone knowledgeable. I looked through the diary after getting home for minutes but there was nothing of importance except numbers of people that I already knew. I almost cussed at myself for being so dumb when it comes to law until I came to a number. It was Mrs. Nakamba's number and in brackets it had the words of importance. I didn't know what that was about but I took my chance. "I have been waiting for your call," she said on the other end of the line. "You have my number. I am sending you a live location right now, meet me in 30 minutes. Disguised," she added. I waited a few minutes for the message to come through. I almost laughed when I recognized the place. It was the Goma Lakes. I found a blonde wig I had not worn in a very long time and a dress that hid most of my body. On my feet were slippers. "You hide well," she mocked immediately I got there. She was seated in the same spot Shailesh had sat the last time we were here. It brought awful memories but I had to be strong. "You are going to remain standing there?" she asked when I couldn't move. I went to sit just next to her. "I remember the first time we came here, it was our first meeting and it didn't go as planned," she said, her words followed by laughter. "You used to meet here with my mother. She was the strongest woman I knew, too bad what happened to her." "I don't follow. Nella, not everything you see with your eyes is as it is," she said. "But that is a story for another day," she added. "What do you know about the selling of the firm? Is that genuine?" "Unfortunately it is. You have lost it." "Wow. I know, sucks." "She trusted that you would protect it, but I warned her that Chanda would come after you. I just didn't think my husband would be an interested party too," she said sadly. "I know a lot of things are not making sense to you right now but eventually they will, just hang in there," she says, wanting to pat my lap but I move away. She smiled. "You are truly her daughter." "Just stop it," I screamed. "I have had a very long day. In fact the past few days have been draining and I am tired. I can't take any more secrets or lies. Can you just tell me what is happening so that I don't lose myself? For starters I know the firm was in my name and all the legal documents said so. So how then did Chanda manage to sell it without my consent?" "There was a clause in the will." "What clause?" "That should the two of you ever get close your lawyer had the rights to sign it over to the other." "What?" "Yes, August did that." I stand up, my blood boiling. "August. Nella, you should stop having so much regard for people. He is human like anyone else." "Everything was a lie, huh? He played with me. He capitalized on your weakness. To him all this was a game." "And Chanda, didn't she put him up to this?" "From what I have gathered she did. It was her idea all along. But I think he regrets it. After finding out about Chibesa he must have wanted to pull out but he was already in too deep. And they got married almost the same time that the firm was sold. Chanda is hungry not just for power but for everything that she wants and she will do anything by all means to get it. That firm is mine, it might be in ruins but that land is mine and I will do whatever it takes to rebuild it." "How will you do that when you are alone?" "There is always a way, somehow there is always a way," I say, pacing up and about. "Here," she says, handing me some papers. "What is this?" "Documents." I look at them. "Sorry, I can't." I say, handing them back. You are not serious, are you? Anything but that's. I won't sell my soul to the devil. Nella, this is your only way out. I shake my head. I will have to die first before I can sign those. I don't know how, but I will raise again. I will pick myself up and rebuild the firm from the ground. Not with your help or Chanda or August or Chibesa, I will do it alone. I say. Nella. You wasted your time calling me here. Be careful, she said, and I walk away. Your friend and author. Winnie. Hibiscus.